When 40 winters shall besiege thy brow, and dig deep trenches in thy beauty's field, thy youth's proud livery, so gazed on now, will be a tattered weed of small worth held. Then being asked where all thy beauty lies, where all the treasure of thy lusty days, to say within thine own deep-sunken eyes were an all-eating shame and thriftless praise. How much more praise deserved thy beauty's use, if thou couldst answer this fair child of mine, shall sum my count and make my old excuse, proving his beauty by succession thine. This were to be new made when thou art old, and see thy blood warm when thou feel'st it cold. Ah, Shakespeare. This is a Shakespeare's sonnet. And I never read it before until just now. Granted, I have some skill. I'm a trained actor. I know how to improvise. I also am a public speaker. So I know how to look for the key words, the most important words when I read. I also know, because I know with Shakespeare, that there is some rhyme that happens, right, between brow and now, lies, eyes, use, excuse, old and cold. I understand some things about Shakespeare. However, I never read this before. And I want to encourage you. Maybe you don't start with Shakespeare, but certainly you could. There's no right or wrong here. We want to train ourselves to read out loud in a way where we can capture the key words. What are the focus words? What are the words that need to be lengthened, that need to have melody? And again, we go back to these rhyming words. We also start to think about, if you look here, what are the information words? Dig, deep, trenches, beauty's field. Because the other words are acting as pronouns or prepositions or articles. So we look for, what are the words that have the meat, the body of the message? Dig deep trenches, beauty's field. And then we go back and we read the whole thing. And dig deep trenches in thy beauty's field. So even if you just took one line and you started to work with the sounds, the articulation, the movement of the phrases, the pause that happens here after trenches, you don't have to master the whole thing. You need to start to read out loud. You need to start to feel if you can improvise the phrasing, the key words. Try to articulate clearly, even if you don't know exactly what you're saying. I do not understand what I just read. What I understand is how I delivered that message. That's a very different thing. Now, this is a nice website. I like it. I just found it in the Folger Shakespeare Library. It explains the synopsis. What does it mean? So here the poet challenges the young man to imagine two different futures. One in which he dies childless, the other in which he leaves behind a son. I didn't get that. In the first, the young man will waste the uninvested treasure of his youthful beauty. In the other, though still himself subject to the ravages of time, his child's beauty will witness the father's wise investment of his treasure. So now I say, okay, I understand this. Now I can come back into the poem and maybe I could read it again. Am I going to be childish or am I going to have a son? When 40 when 40 winters shall besiege thy brow, meaning I'm 40 years old, and dig deep trenches in thy beauty's field. I have wrinkles on my face. Thy youth's proud livery, so gazed on now, will be a tattered weed of small worth held. So maybe I'm not so worthy because I don't have this child. Then being asked where all thy beauty lies, were all the treasure of thy lusty days. So I ran after life with a vengeance and a lust, to say within thine own deep-sunken eyes, right? Because I'm old, were an all-eating shame and thriftless praise. So I was kind of, uh, maybe I'm shameful because of the choices I made. How much more praise deserved thy beauty's use, if thou couldst answer this fair child of mine, right? So if I had a child, how would life be different? Shall sum my count and make my old excuse, proving his beauty by succession thine, right? He's going to succeed me. What a beautiful thing. This were to be new made when thou art old, and see thy blood warm when thou feels its cold. So when my blood is cold, I still have a son or a child whose blood is warm. Interesting. But again, what if the task were not so much to understand exactly what you were reading, but what if you were able to start to read out loud as an actor, as a performer? What if you were able to really commit to the phrasing, the keywords, the melody, and that articulation, right? I read this with a desire to communicate something, even though I didn't know exactly what I was saying. So I want to challenge you to do the same. Again, you can do it with Shakespeare. You can also just pull up any paragraph, but don't make it too long. Make sure it has good spacing. You see all this white space here on the page is going to help you to deliver the message. That's key. All right. So this is a British type of English, but again, we in American English, in any type of any kind of speech, we're really looking for phrasing, keywords, intonation patterns, pronunciation, and articulation of words. So hope you like it. Remember to like, to share. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm working my way to 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and that's going to help me help you. Thanks. I'll see you next time.